Ugh. Is mascara still okay? Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, just little baby tears. That's all I can muster. Because I'm emotionally repressed.
I'm going to kill you!
Down. And check the connection again just in case. Yeah, we're okay. There we go.
Hey, Tyler? I've been looking all over the place for you. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Hey, let's get you off your feet,
Let's
okay?
hope he hasn't been there, like, all night and all through this morning.
Listen, if you want to be alone, I'll go. But if there's anything you need to get off your chest, I won't snitch.
You saw Alyson? How is she?
Yeah. I went back to check on her this morning. She was in a pretty bad way. Whatever went on between you two, it wrecked her.
Look, I don't want to drag you into this.
Well, I'm already in it, and you look like hell, so...
I just got a lot on my mind.
Well, I know one thing that's good for that. As a wise man once said, fishing is the cure to the wounds of the heart.
Was that wise man you?
Was that wise man you?
Hey, like I said, I gotta write my own legacy. So, you in?
I don't know.
Come on, we're burning daylight. Let's go.
Where are we gonna go?
Why go anywhere when we have a perfectly frozen lake right here?
Ice fishing in November?
Okay,
Yeah.
it's November.
It got cold way fast this year. Climate change. That shit's gonna kill us. But hey, fish
Yeah.
first. You can walk behind me if you're afraid, though.
The weather's
You're
been doing some weird
actually
shit
serious.
lately. Like, it was really
I am
hot for a
very
while.
serious man, Tyler.
It was really hot for a while, and the past few
Let's
days
go.
it's been really
We still
cold.
have to get everything out of the car.
Like, almost winter cold. So I don't know what the fuck the weather's doing. Like, it's weird.
Stage is set. It's showtime. Whenever you're ready.
You sure you don't want to go?
Nah. Look, no way I'm gonna rob you of your first catch in your own backyard.
All right.
Got everything you need, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, I'm so gonna miss this.
Miss what?
Just hanging out and fishing and... You know, I'm not gonna have a lot of time after we move to Juneau with school and the JC and everything.
Right.
So did any of the people you came up with at Fireweed land in Juneau?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Once they
reading
left,
cold isn't my
I
favorite
never
thing.
really kept
yeah.
in touch.
It's nice when you're
Really?
inside and you get to like curl up and be all like cozy inside with blankets and stuff, but getting rained on isn't good.
Some of them were straight up awesome, but we just weren't that close, you know?
None of them really got, like, family?
I mean, I guess I got pretty tight with my counselor, Aaron, but I already have a family.
Well, there's a reason we think of families as trees. They keep on sprouting new branches.
Isolating himself from everyone because he's traumatized.
Hey, I think I've got a bite.
You got this. Reel him in.
Okay.
Come on, pull up on the rod. Now give it a nice pull.
I got it.
Nice effort sound.
Slippery little.
I can't think of
Got
anything
it.
less appealing than ice
Bravo.
fishing. It's something you do to survive, but for fun,
First
yeah.
of many.
I don't
Pace
get
yourself.
I
It's a
don't get fishing
marathon,
for
not a
fun
sprint.
or hunting for
Thanks,
fun. I think it's
Sensei.
kind of
Oh, hey, did you want to make solid plans to hit the buzzard hole? The river might ice over soon, so we shouldn't wait too long.
I mean, Michael cooks with all the stuff he catches, but still. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I was planning to go Saturday. I'll pick you up on the way out.
Cool. I'll set my alarm to ass crack of dawn.
But then there's the bones, like. I guess you could use it to make jewelry. I think that's something lots of indigenous people have done in the past.
So, ice fishing.
I mean, yeah. What isn't there to like about standing in the middle of a frozen lake?
You have this whole fancy bag just for ice fishing?
You don't mix and match. Ever.
Jeez, you don't mess around, do you?
Told you earlier. I'm a very serious man.
Alright, here we go.
Another one.
Okay.
I am amazing at this.
How about them apples?
Nice job.
Pro gamer.
So, you weren't all talk.
Impressed?
I only see 2 fish in my cooler.
For now. So you gonna tell me what's in the cooler, or what?
I could tell you. Or I could watch you squirm a bit longer.
Ugh. You're a terrible person. You know that?
You betcha.
So, about last night. I don't know what Alyson said, but from my side, well, I thought we were on the same page. But it turns out we weren't.
Hey, so don't tell her I told you, but last week your sister was almost unbearable. She was jumping up and down with excitement at you coming back.
Really?
You better believe it. Look, the last time you saw each other, you were kids. Just because things have changed doesn't mean you can't work it out.
I know. It's probably my fault. I really pushed her last night. I just don't get why she always has to run away from everything.
You blame her?
Avoiding the problem doesn't make it go away.
Yeah.
She's so
but
fixated on selling the house. It's like she's trying to bury the past. All of it. Even the good parts.
she's
Look,
traumatized.
I'm not
and
picking sides here.
doesn't know how to
but
deal with
she's
shit.
been murder house girl ever since it happened. Now she's got a chance to put it behind her and start fresh. Shit, I'd be pretty eager too.
I guess I didn't really think about that. I've been so focused on my own shit. It's been hard, you know? Figuring out how to live out here.
You mean outside of fireweed?
Yeah. When I first got there, all I could think about was getting out. It felt like a cage.
because
But
it
after
was a prison.
It started to feel more like a shell. I figured out who I was in there. But now I've got to work out how to be that person out here.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, none of us really know what we're doing. Like, shit may look bleak now, but your sister's never gonna give up on you. And you can lean on me too if you want. Just be careful, okay? Got a bad left shoulder.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for listening.
Don't mention it.
Don't you say anything. I got this. Easy. Oh. Whoa. Bam. 3 out of 3.
Well played. I got nothing. That was clean.
I'm a little disappointed. Can I ask you something kind of weird and maybe hard to answer?
Weird and kind of hard to answer my jam. What's up?
How'd you know you were ready to trust anyone enough to put yourself out there?
Okay. Yeah, that is a hard question.
Told you.
There's not really two ways about it. You gotta be willing to take a hit. Look, I stopped listening to the entire indie folk genre just because I was dumped at a show once.
Oh god.
But I put myself
so
back
gay.
out there just like everyone who's
so
ever gotten
real.
their heart stomped on. Because when you meet someone who really sees you, you don't have to pretend anymore.
And you're still interested in being that someone? Even after all the shit that's happened?
Hey, I've got baggage too. I think it's worth a chance. Don't you?
Yeah.
I think we're in total agreement here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I get this feeling like I could say or do anything with you, and it'd be cool. I feel safe.
You are. Because your sister would kill me if I did you dirty.
Yeah, she would.
So, doesn't look like you're catching anything with that. You want me to show you how it's done?
Go for it.
Hey, you're missing the show.
Oh my god. Tyler staring at him. That's such a trope, but I love it. It's so good.
You okay?
They're so cute. Them. So good. I love how Alyson's literally having the worst time, and meanwhile Tyler's just off having fun, adorable gay times. Like, sorry, girl.
So, yeah.
Yeah, is one way to put it. Hey, Allie. I think I'll just show myself out.
Okay, call me later?
You know I will.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. We were done anyway.
Catch anything?
Mostly ice, but yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry for freaking out yesterday. All of this, it's just been really hard on me.
Don't apologize. I was being an asshole. It should have never pushed you that hard.
Yeah, I think
Come here.
I picked the I should apologize options for both of them, so that feels right.
God, why did I miss you so much? It's only been a day.
I've been told I have that
Because
effect on people.
twin trauma.
Okay, so I need to show you something.
What? You're kind of weirding me out.
Can we sit down for a sec?
So, what is it?
I was just at Sam's. He's not our father.
How do you know?
I asked him, point blank.
Yeah, Arson's doing stuff.
I'm not surprised. Burning down the barn didn't really seem like a Sam move.
Yeah, I guess it was silly to suspect him in the first place. He'd never hurt Mary Ann's kids. There's something else. Look at this. This was taken in 1992 when Mary Ann first moved to Delos Crossing. See that ladder? Sam told me the barn has a loft. He helped her build it. Apparently she never told anyone about it.
And it's still there?
As far as he knows, yeah. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
We've come this far. And a hidden loft? That's got secret shit written all over it.
Let's go.
Where are we for collectibles? Oh shit, we missed two. I forgot to put a coin in the secret keeper. Oh my god, I literally said I was gonna do it and then I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and do that after. Because I missed the Mad Hunter and I missed the secret keeper. Oh boy.
Ugh, what a mess. That's not gonna help us get this house sold.
Yeah, we got our deadbeat dad to thank for that.
So obviously the ladder's gone, but what about that handle? Is it still here somewhere?
I think it's around here somewhere.
You want to take another look at the picture? It might help.
Okay. Yeah, it should be like over there. Right?
The handle should be behind this.
Here we go.
There it is.
It's opening up.
The secret keeper always did store all the best secrets in the clouds.
Yep. Come on, let's find a way to climb up there.
Let me think, there's still another collectible around here somewhere. Okay, so what are we missing? We're missing the secret keeper, we're missing the... We're missing the secret keeper, we're missing the Mad Hunter. And other than that... There's King... and Pigwig. Can we open the book? No. Damn it. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. Pelican. Princess, goblins, bear. We got the muskrat, right? Yeah. Feral beaver. I don't know. Maybe I was just imagining it. Or maybe I already missed it. Oh, I just remembered. The last one is up in the loft, so I didn't miss anything.
Can you see anything?
Nope, nada. Here, found a switch.
Christ.
Holy shit. Well, that shaved a few years off my life. Whoa.
It's
Her story.
Look, she left us something.
It's got a combination lock with letters.
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Knowing Mary Ann, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
Yeah, let's start here.
Alright. Puzzle time.
Recognize this?
Yeah, it's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
It moves. Oh, some of these parts are buttons.
Hang on. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
There it
Okay,
is.
so the title's different.
Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Like, the differences between the two mean something.
Something about Mary Ann, right? Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why don't we try to find them all and then see if it makes...
Okay, spot the difference.
Sorry. Okay, so, yeah. That's different.
No goblins.
Yeah. In the original, the goblins managed to save the princess from the Mad Hunter.
And the castle's there.
So we saved Mary Ann from something, but not in this version? Why do you think she added that castle in the background?
See the color of the flag? It could be the Gold Lady's castle.
Yeah,
And
the gold
it looks
lady.
like the princess is running away from it.
So Mary Ann ran away from home, and she grew up kinda rich?
Huh? Hands are different.
The Mad Hunter still has two hands here.
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Which either makes it before most of the stories,
Sorry.
or
Or after. Yeah, so that's interesting. So, hang on. Let me go back to the, what do you call it? Index. So, where's the one where Mad Hunter gets his hand back? Yeah. So the Mad Hunter lost his hand, and then the Moon Hag gave him a hand of ice. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah. At some point when she was running away from whatever the hell the Mad Hunter meant to Mary Ann.
The Mad Hunter. I think it's more likely Hunter of the Mad rather than a hunter who is mad. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4... How many differences? Are there 5? Here, let's go back. Yeah, I guess that's different.
the princess is running away from the Mad Hunter.
Who was sent by the Gold Lady, according to...
That's it. Whoa.
Yeah.
What's in there?
The Mad Hunter was sent by the Gold Lady. Which is interesting.
Pictures, letters. Have you ever seen any of these?
All the pictures of Mary Ann I've ever seen were the ones hanging on the walls.
An artsy environmentalist. Yep, That sounds like Marianne's exact kind of catnip.
I was gonna say that sounds exactly like my kind of catnip, only not a man. Environment over economy, slay.
Did you know she studied engineering?
No. But it looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
It's all coming into focus. Hang on, gotta minimize the overlay again. Marianne, I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit like it's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with, and I've realized I'm just not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all of this on our own without your mom constantly putting pressure on us, things could have been different. But the damage is done, and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You're an amazing person, and you made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'll both be better off apart. There I go with the cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here, but I'm gone. Brent. Well,
could this guy have been any more cryptic?
There, that's the gold lady.
That was definitely her mom.
So, did Marianne grow up kinda rich?
Maybe. Would have been nice to have some of that. Oh,
my birdie Polly on the super.
Why would she keep an old drawing of a pet in here?
Yeah, so the gold lady is her mother, and the gold lady sent the Mad Hunter in the story, which I think is interesting.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her that young.
I think that's her mom in the background.
Yeah, and Sarah talks about this a bit in the Tell Me Why video essay, The Mad Woman in the Attic, but the gold lady being gold connects her to capitalism. Obviously, it's a representation of the fact that she's rich, but if you think about, like, the Mad Hunter being sent by the gold lady, who is, like, an agent of capitalism, if you will, representative of capitalism, I can't think of the word, but it connects, like, it connects trauma and ableism and, like, the conditions that produce madness, shall we say, to capitalism. Hang on.
I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Marianne.
And a good one, too.
God, that's so not her.
Yeah, she's probably forced to do it by her mother. Okay, I think we looked at everything.
Tyler, see that little light? I think we need to solve this one next. There's the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Yeah. Yeah, and here she is with a broom. I think maybe she killed Marianne's bird.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Marianne's life before Delos, don't they?
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure out which ones are real?
Yeah, and that's her dancing, because she did ballet.
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun?
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures? I don't think she was having any fun.
And then this is, I don't know what represents engineering. I guess this one?
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
That's her major. And then we have the man who she was with. I guess that's Brett. Or Brent, or whatever the fuck his name is.
What's the gold lady do? Is that it?
It's opening.
Yeah, she broke them up, I guess, or interfered in their relationship. So there was an O painted on the other one. I think this is an L.
What's in there this time?
Hang on. I was about to reset the overlay, but if there's another letter to read, I should probably wait.
Her father.
Okay, so this is May 17th, 1997. Marianne, I hope this letter finds you. But it says you didn't leave any contact information. I will have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I am writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day. Friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m., and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Edie brought in a beautiful photo album full of our holiday pictures in the corner. You're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years, and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are, and that you and your child are both safe. So she was pregnant when she left. Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up, spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock after dropping out of college, and without a penny to your name. She only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly, Marianne. Yikes. A mother's duty doesn't end when her children leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. Dad. Wow. Fuck this guy.
What the hell? Marianne was pregnant in 1992.
Yeah.
Before she even got here.
Before us. Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't
Family
think
like
we
that.
want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
Yeah, he sounds like an asshole. Salmonberry Park.
Salmonberry Park. Huh. Is that some kind of commune?
Sly.
Looks like it.
From
So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Marianne when the whole town was turning on us?
She was not doing well because she was traumatized and dealing with mental distress. From the good people of Salmonberry Park. Kodiak Island, June 1992. Don't be a stranger. Keep on looking for those answers to the questions in your head to which you were blind. Yikes. Smiley face, Shelley. We miss you already, Solid Bronwyn. Sorry we're losing you to modern civilization. We'll miss your positive attitude and your adventurous spirit. Also your wild edible picking skills. Haha, pretty Marcus. Bon voyage, Marianne. Rick. Marianne, you have the warmest, most beautiful aura, and I know you'll keep on shining wherever you land. Peace and blessings. Jarita. Thanks for being our little ray of sunshine. Godspeed. Cabo and Wati. I like your pictures. Love, Kamala. Huh. Interesting.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy. Oh, so that's how she found the house.
Nice. Okay, so here's my Delos Crossing pal's number. I'll let him know you were interested in the house he's selling, Tammy. Yeah.
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's so young and happy.
And that's the house. So we need to do this one now.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
Yeah, it's like chronological order. So first
That's
she
the Gold
ran from
Lady's
home
castle.
because that's the Gold Lady's castle. Then, wait, we need to check the dates. Back. Tyler, go this way. Okay. Salmonberry was...
Salmonberry Park. Huh. Is that some kind
June
of commune?
1992.
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With,
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
June. That's July to August. So that
Is that Carol?
Yeah.
There's no date
and
on that.
Sam. Look at him. He's so young and happy.
Okay, so let's do Salmonberry.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor...
Some sort of clock?
Watchmaker. Then I guess that's the house, so either dinner...
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the
In the
very... This is the
house.
princess's... It seems like it's not doing anything.
Okay, so...
Maybe it's broken?
Let's do dinner
This
first.
looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver.
Wait, didn't I do that already? Yeah, okay, so let's do this first.
This is the princess's house.
And then
This
dinner
looks like a
party.
dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver. Yes.
Okay,
What's in there? Another letter?
where are we at? Oh, hi, Sarah. Sorry, I got rid of my overlay because I was trying to read the letters and then I forgot to put it back up. Yep, we are in fact at this part, arguably one of the most emotional parts of this episode. The playthrough is going well so far. I actually decided to, because I've never done it before, tell Eddie the truth that Alyson was the one who killed her mother. His reaction is interesting because one of the first things he says is but Tyler was the one who confessed. He went to Fireweed, and he fixates on how he unlawfully was sent to jail. Essentially, well, I mean jail bad in a general sense, but he didn't actually commit the crime and he was convicted of. And he's I thought it was really funny how he was how on earth did this happen? Because it's gee, Eddie, it's almost like people are convicted of crimes they didn't actually commit all the time and sent to jail for them. Wow, imagine that, huh? But anyways, yeah. Where are we?
The princess's loss. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well, sure looks like it could be.
Imagine being that out of touch, especially as an Indigenous person. Yeah, I was talking about this last stream. There's a weird, disconnect, a tonal disconnect between Eddie being so in touch with, his Tlingit heritage and culture and, it being important to him, and also, being a cop and that being important to him. It's it's very weird for me to witness, especially since I've seen the way particularly where I live the cops treat First Nations people, and when I mentioned this before, when Indigenous people are defending their land from pipelines being built and shit and having demonstrations, it's the cops who come to arrest them and drag them away. So it's just a weird disconnect, a weird, you know what I mean? A weird juxtaposition. I'm hoping the words I'm using actually mean the things that I think they mean, but yeah, it's very strange. I think a lot of it comes from the writers just not getting that, because they did consult I think the Huna Heritage Fund I think it was, or something, or I almost said Federation. That's not right. Foundation, I think, was the word I was looking for. Jesus. Or something like that. They talked to Indigenous people about getting the details right about different cultural practices and stuff. but they didn't really like think about the impact the police has on Indigenous communities, or they just didn't want to deal with that because they were worried it might alienate like the general audience or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it is something I've encountered and experienced though as a racialized person, people who have that kind of cognitive dissonance. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. Like that's definitely the case. I've also met like people, like Indigenous people who are like, oh, like can't we all just move on? Like they're like that, like residential schools and stuff were like so long ago, and like I just think like some people make too much of a big deal about it, and it's like, okay, buddy, like I'm not gonna say anything because I'm white, but I'm kind of side-eyeing you. Anyways, but like I have, like there are people who are like that, so like it's not necessarily unrealistic, but it doesn't seem like the game's presenting it as like, oh, here's someone who has a lot of cognitive dissonance, maybe we should unpack that. It's like, no, this is good actually. And like even Michael, there's this line, depending on which, like there's certain things you look at in like in the back room in the store when you're talking to Michael as Tyler, where he's like, I'm glad to see like someone from the clan like in like a high position or whatever actually like getting things done. And I was like, but that's not how that works though. Like it's like, it reminds me of that phrase, black faces in high places, like Indigenous faces in high places, or cop places, I guess. Like it doesn't really seem to do anything, you know, because like these oppressive systems are like, they're root deep, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're built into the very fabric of how everything works, and, like, you can't just, like, put, like, I mean, you already know this, but just generally, like, you can't just, like, put, like, racialized people into, like, the military or the police or whatever, and, like, just hope that fixes things. Like, it's not gonna fix things, but anyways, yeah. Also, nice Kafia, thank you. Yeah, I'm really liking styling it this way now. I wasn't sure if it would work at first because I was worried my hair is too puffy, but it seems to work out okay. Yeah, not inclusion, abolition, exactly. Alright, I think I have to minimize the overlay again so I can read this. Hang on. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so. The Princess's Loss. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods into that house with nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern of red welts on her skin. But through it all, she clutched the tiara close to her chest, fearing any misstep could cause it to fall from her arms and break. The tiara had its own spot in the big wooden house, a pillow near the window where the sun would catch on its surface to shine and wink. The princess could stare for hours at the tiara, marveling in its beauty, and running her thumb down its curves. Every morning she would wake and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface to be sure it shone as brightly as it possibly could. Then she would pluck it up, place it upon her head, and walk the woods, feeling somehow more complete. Because after all, what was a princess without a crown? Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss, and go to bed. On her way she would pause and glance back to be sure it was still there. She hated to be separated from it, but she knew it was safest on the pillow while she slept. One night the princess woke to a raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling the windows in their panes, fearing a gust might burst open a window and blow the tiara to the ground. She plucked it from its pillow and brought it to bed with her. All through the night she held the tiara close, and in the morning she woke to find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed, and the princess relaxed. That day was the same as any other, though she perhaps gave the tiara an even more thorough cleaning, grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong. That night she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss, and went to bed, pausing on her way to be sure it was still there. In the morning she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room, the tiara lay upon the ground, broken, dull, and faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she had left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign of anything at all. No sign that anything at all could have gone amiss. Only the broken tiara mute upon the ground. She picked it up and held it in her arms with a guttural cry. But though she tried to fix and polish it, it was gone, beyond repair, and with no shine left. The princess held the tiara through the day and through the next night, sitting in the same spot at the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose, she looked outside, and her gaze fixed on the sapling. She remembered how the sapling had survived the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgiving earth. Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure, and her title.
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
God, it makes sense now.
Yeah, she got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life. And then she made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt.
That line.
She left everything behind, built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helped her move on. But when it looked like we were going to be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. But we still haven't seen what's in that chest. Okay, so how do we open it?
I was gonna say, that line, I can't remember it exactly, but something about she would always, like, go back to check it was still there before she went to sleep or something like that. It reminds me of, like, something my mom said about when I was a baby. She would constantly, like, obsessively check that I was still breathing every 5 seconds when I was first born. And I'm sad now. Oof. Here, I'll put the overlay back. Come on. There we go. Alyson, Marianne. I know. It's so fucking sad. I was talking a bit earlier about, like, the comparisons between Alyson and Marianne, especially in her dream sequence. Like, I know you got into it a lot in the video essay, but the stuff about, like, her being afraid of ending up like her mom because she sees a lot of herself, or her mom and herself, and vice versa, and, like, fearing that she is a mad woman, and, like, feeling like she's suppressed her, like, real, or parts of her real self to try and be, like, a people pleaser or whatever, and, like, the gendered aspects of that. Like, it's, a lot of it's very relatable, and it's very, yeah, it's very, it's just, yikes. It's very, very sad. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, I think, other than it's a lot. Okay, so this should be L where is it? Is that an E? E O? Yeah.
Yes.
Leo. Oh. I didn't realize that changed.
Did it just get darker in here?
I forgot about that.
Ollie, she noticed.
Yeah.
I was her son.
Yeah, in this part. Dear Alyson and Ollie, we write stories to understand. But what is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. Sorry, I'm trying to read the cursive right now because the overlay is blocking the other thing. I think it's all my love, my goblins. Yeah.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Tyler, brain cells, activate. You know why. That's the baby.
Is that?
I got really in my feelings when I was
Roman.
making that video. It just brought up a lot of personal feelings. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm sorry.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why.
He's afraid.
Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
Yes.
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard.
Yeah, I was talking
There's
about
one
it
more thing we
earlier.
need to
Like,
say.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I have a pretty good relationship with my mother.
Come on. Let's go to the dock. It's time to finish this.
But I still relate to parts of this, just especially because I think all mother-daughter relationships are complicated in some level.
Now that we're done with
on
the
some
important
level.
stuff, maybe we can take a
And-
crack at these.
Without getting into it too much, like, I really relate to, like, the whole thing about, like, seeing a lot of myself in her and, like, having a lot in common and occasionally being, like, annoyed by that when you feel like it's causing friction and tension. But yeah. It's a lot. Okay, I missed some of these, but I think I got most of
The
them.
very old beaver definitely goes in her den.
I was gonna try and go back and get some of them, but I don't know if I'd
Moonhound's
have to
gotta be
replay the
imprisoned in her
entire
lake.
game.
The wise princess goes in the big wooden house.
I forgot the Mad Hunter, and I forgot the Secret
Crafty
Keeper.
goblins go here. That's the pious pelican spot.
They did the right thing. Yeah.
Back in your pond, big frog. The Ice King goes in the forest, obviously. There you go, stalwart moose. We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back. The old bear's gotta be in his ice cave. Gold lady stays locked up in her castle.
Yeah, I'm saying the Secret Keeper. I'm so annoyed because I literally said, like, I gotta get a coin to open the thing so I can get the Secret Keeper, and I was like, I had it in my brain, and then, like, I got distracted and I forgot.
The crafty goblin's loot.
That's from the Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. Then you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
Yeah, okay. Let's find the story. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Fruits and nuts and eggs. Spoons and plates and forks and knives and blankets. Okay. So, spoons.
What if they took some spoons?
Fruit.
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
Eggs.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
No.
The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book?
Okay. Old Bear's gifts for the princess. I accidentally took a screenshot. Okay. Fresh salmon, ripe berries, and newly bloomed bluebells.
Check.
A newly bloomed bluebell?
There's the fishy fish.
Hazelnuts.
No.
Wait. Fresh caught
Freshly
salmon?
caught salmon.
A handful of ripe berries?
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Okay, I gotta move the overlay. Oh boy, here we go. Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hayloft, so I figured you were in, but I didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably came on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You're strong and kind, and you know so much. It's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head, but I want you to know I got the message, and I'm gonna get out of your hair now. And there doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it to the shop, though. Let me know if you want me to come with you, because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal. Spam.
The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What
think
did
I
they do
remember
to fix it again? She turned the power back on.
Wait, no. That's not right.
Wait.
She fixed the post.
She slapped the post with her tail to right it.
Hang on, let me just double check the book. The beaver fixes the house. There we go. Shingles off the roof and planks off the wall. Okay, so...
She fixed the roof shingles.
Planks. Well,
She fixed the planks that... Alright. Damn. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Dear Marianne, cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying a goodbye, so I keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have 2 small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and the time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I would be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you brought into my life. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you? Carol. Okay. Crafty
Goblins, good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
I think it's Pelican forgives the goblins or something like that. Yeah. Alright. Stalwart moves, struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot on his back, so they climbed up and gave you good scratching. Help the old bear who cannot get the honey out of the narrow beehive. Hug the princess. Yeah, okay.
He broke open the beehive for the bear. They hugged the princess when she was crying. They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back.
There we go.
Nailed it. Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the O'Shea Glacier, catering to Gastineau Channel tourists as well as Delos Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs, to personalized apparel and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and craft scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcrafted products, the consumer will enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from Vecchi store co-owner Tessa Vecchi and up-and-coming artist Marianne Roden. This business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of $20,000 to purchase inventory and to help cover expenses in the first year of operations. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2, we plan to generate a moderate profit. Working on the executive summary part of our business plan, what do you think, Tessa? Yeah. Oof. Okay. I think that's all of them, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Yeah.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.